Hi guys, welcome back to Naked Security Live. I'm Harry, joined by Duck as always.
Hello everybody. See if you can guess what we'll be talking about this week. The big story.
The big story,
cybersecurity news.
The big story. As always, please leave your question in the comments below, and I'm sure we'll get round to answering them on this live stream. And if not, we will get round to doing it once the live stream finishes.
And do give us a little shout if wherever you're coming from, so we know where you're listening from, and we will say hello. We'd love to hear from you. And
we'll give you a shout out on the stream as well, so you can get some recognition. So, Duck, got a bit of a different one today.
Yes.
We've got a big patch story.
Yes.
If you could put it that way. So
50 bugs fixed in this month's Patch Tuesday, which came out yesterday.
Tuesday.
And this is the big bug of the 50.
The big bug. So what is the big bug?
Well, the big bug, let me hold up some names that you might see it by. Microsoft describe it as the Windows CryptoAPI Spoofing Vulnerability. That's the text you can search for. It's also known officially as CVE-2020-0601. You might hear people calling it the Crypt32 or the Crypt32.dll bug. And it's also got a bit of a nickname, is the NSA bug. So those are the search terms that you can use. It affects Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, which probably doesn't affect you if you're at home, and Windows 10. So all versions of Windows 10. If you've got Windows 10, this really matters for you or any friends and family you know who've got Windows 10.
Yeah. So NSA, National Security Agency,
yes,
very, very well known for keeping things on the down low. So why is this different? Why have they come out, saying...
For those of you who aren't in the United States of America, that is the National Security Agency, the NSA's headquarters in Maryland. You can see they've got a car park the size of a small city there. They've got thousands or tens of thousands of super smart people. They're the security intelligence services. Yep. Now, they're most famous for finding exploits and security holes and keeping them to themselves in case they need to use them against enemies of the state or crooks or whatever in order to find out what's going on. Mm-hmm. They famously had an exploit called Eternal Blue, which they kept to themselves. It escaped and turned into the WannaCry virus. So that's what they were renowned for in the past. Mm-hmm. This is the very first time that the NSA has been credited by Microsoft as they discovered and responsibly disclosed the bug. So this time they decided to do it the other way around. They found this problem. It's a problem with cryptographic security of Windows. They told Microsoft and said, let's get this sorted for the greater good of everybody in the world, including you, if you're on Windows 10.
Hello, Martin from Slovakia as well, a new place.
Hi, Martin.
Which I don't think we've ever had anyone from there before.
Slovakia's not new.
No.
It's been around
not
for
quite
years.
Slovakia, but...
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Hi, Martin. Welcome.
So, on the article, as you've quoted, because you were the one who wrote the article, is Windows Crypto API Spoofing Vulnerability, which is just... mush of words, basically, let's put it that way. So what does this actually mean? It says encryption or crypto in it. Does that mean encryption? What does it mean?
Right, that's important because obviously if you're a sysadmin or if you're an IT manager or something like that, then you're probably reading this and understanding what all that means in terms of your company. But if you're your own IT at home or you look after friends and family, it is indeed a lot of jargon. Now, what it means is a spoofing vulnerability. It basically means a way that you can trick Microsoft's cryptographic verification. That's the part of the cryptographic engine in Windows that says, hey, you're visiting this website, it claims to be so-and-so, or you're running this program, it claims to be from a vendor, very important company, Inc. Let me verify the digital certificate on the website or on the program, see if it really does come from who it says it comes from. And what the NSA found is a way that in some circumstances a crook could come up with a digital certificate in somebody else's name and then present it on a program or on a website in such a way that even if you're a well-informed user and you go and check the address bar, you check the digital certificate on the program, it really looks like the program came from somebody else. So that's what spoofing means. It means somebody else, I can take one of a program of my own, and put your name, your company, your address on it, and anyone who looks will go, that really does, I've checked, that really does look like Harry's stuff. Yeah. So it's a way of masquerading that makes it much easier, as you can imagine, to trick someone into running malware. Because even if they go out of their way to make sure that it's all good, they will be misled by the fact that it's got basically somebody else's name on it. So it's a little bit like someone's given you a fake passport,
Yep.
And not only does it look good when you glance at it, when you come up to immigration and you hand it over and they put on the scanner, it actually works.
Okay,
so
right,
it's like
yeah.
the crooks can basically, if you like, forge an ID
Yeah.
that gives them credibility with an app of their own.
Right, yeah.
That makes them look like somebody else. So you
Yeah.
can see why that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And why this patch is very, very important. You can also imagine why the NSA figured, let's disclose this to everybody, because it only takes one blunder to let the rest of us down.
Yeah.
It's not something we can easily use against somebody else, but one person could use it against anybody.
Against
So let's
people,
get this
yeah.
fixed, and when the patch is out, we won't have to worry about it anymore.
Definitely. We've got a few hellos. One from Cyprus. We've got Pennsylvania, USA. We've
Andy?
got that's Andy, indeed.
Hi,
Yep.
welcome back, Andy. Andy. Hello, Cyprus.
In Cyprus,
Glad to have
Savas. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. And Paras as well in Manila in the Philippines. So yeah, welcome guys. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Yes.
Right. So moving on. What can crooks do with this type of bug now? Can they just stick malware onto your computer without you knowing? Is this what can they actually do?
We need to be clear about this. This is not what's called a traditional remote code execution vulnerability. That's where the crooks can send you an email or entice you to a web page, and simply by looking at the email or looking at the web page, they can kind of crash your browser, take it over, implant malware, and you'll never be the wiser. But what it does let them do is it does let them either spy on what you're doing on the web, even if you think it's encrypted, or send you a program, and when you look at it, it looks like somebody else made it. So it is nevertheless, even though the crooks can't directly implant malware on your computer or trick you with this, what they can do is, even if you're watching out carefully, they can present you with a website, they can present you with a program that looks like it was made by somebody else, importantly, someone with a big and trustworthy name.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you or the other person can do about that.
Right.
Basically, the crooks have got a fake ID made out in the other person's name. And of course, if they can do that to you, unfortunately, I think this is what got the NSA very concerned.
Yeah.
That means that in theory, they could also use this to trick an application, for example, a program that's doing an update.
Okay.
Now, you're not watching the website,
Yeah.
but the application calls home, downloads its updated program, and goes, let me just verify, let me just check the ID on this, check that it really was one of ours. And if all you do in your software is check with the Windows CryptoAPI, thus the name of this vulnerability, then it could be that an automatic updating program that's sucking down a program that it wants to check came from the genuine website could be tricked as well.
Okay.
So there's more to it than just tricking you. It could trick your computer, any Windows program, including your browser that you're looking at, or an updating program that you're not looking at.
Yeah.
So that's why this patch is really, really important. The crooks can't directly stuff malware on your computer, but it makes them much easier for them to trick you or your computer into accepting something which is bogus. That's the whole deal behind this. Thus the name spoofing vulnerability.
Yeah. It's
Somebody
in the title.
else can pretend to be someone trustworthy when they are not.
When they are not. Yeah. Hi, Stephanie from Germany as well. Another one
Stephanie.
joining the stream. So with all of this, how can I patch it, and how do I keep myself safe? What do I
that's the
actually need
important
to
thing.
do?
If you're at home, obviously all patches are important. As we said, there are 50 bugs fixed, I think, this month in Patch Tuesday. So there are 49 other ones to worry about. This is the one that got the news. If you want to make sure you've got it, or if you haven't got it to get it, here's how you do it. On Windows 10, you're going to go to Settings. You go to the section, the section called Update and Security, and you should see a page that looks something like that. Now, I've tried to highlight the bits that can work for you. Can you see that? Is that okay? I hope you can see that. And there's a button there that says Check for Updates, and there's a button that says View Update History. And you can use either or both of those. If you press Check for Updates, you'll force Windows to go and look for updates, even if you've already got them, just to make sure. And if you go View Update History, the one you are looking for in this case is called 2020-01 Cumulative Update for Windows 10. So it's pretty obvious. You get one of those every month. You should see a 2019-12 as well, and a 2019-11 for the last month.
Hopefully, anyway.
Of course you've got those. So that's the way you check that that's what this update will display itself as. By cumulative update, it means they're all included, all 50 of them, including this one. It also means that if you skipped last month because you missed it, or you're lazy, or you figured, hey, I'm not going to bother over Christmas, cumulative update means it will catch up for any you've missed in the past. So that's also important. Good, so 2020-01 cumulative update for Windows 10. Go to Settings, Update and Security, check for updates, view update history, and I'll just show you that screen again, because that's where you want to go. And that should see you clear, because if you patch this hole, then it instantly becomes useless to the crooks. They can't use it against you when you visit someone else's website, and if someone is using your computer can't be used to trick anyone else. So you don't just help yourself, you help everyone else at the same time. And that, simply put, is that.
It's how you stay safe. So,
yes.
So thank you very much for all your questions. And if we haven't got around to answer them on the live stream, then we will do it as soon as the live stream ends. Duck will go through and answer any ones that we have. So if you can, yes, I'm going to say, hopefully anyway. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time,
stay
secure. Cheers.